Hey friends, welcome to this video on what is going on in this connection between you and your chosen person. So as seen in the description, we have 3 piles to choose from. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. And so most of you guys know what to do regarding how to kind of orient yourself and meditate on whatever pile draws you in. But if you don't, just take a minute and whatever pile sticks out most to you, or whatever you feel, being led to be more curious about or in a certain direction, try out that pile. And if none of them resonate, I wish you the best of luck in finding the spiritual message that serves you most right now. So take that minute and then we'll get right to it. Hi there, pile 1. All right, today we're going to be looking up into the connection between you and your chosen person. I've already pre-shuffled some oracle cards to get us started. So this card is going to represent you on the left, and then the card representing your person is here on the right. And the connecting energy we have is going to be in the middle. Okay. So here you are being represented by the frog and the lotus, which is labeled under metamorphosis. And then here on the right, your person is being represented by the marten and foxglove, and their representation is of the word mischief. Excuse me. And as you can see here in the middle, we have resilience. So let me just meditate on these energies really quick so we can get a context moving forward. Okay, so let's start with you over here. So what I'm getting from you is that you are in a really good spot right now. It almost seems like you found your place, you're in a rhythm, you're going with the flow, and you're feeding off of spirit. It seems like you've done the work to get you to a really good place, and you are in the process of refinement and just really embodying the life that you want to live. For your person here, they are being represented with an energy that's obviously much more playful with mischief here. And I'm sensing they don't necessarily have to be young, but I get the sense that between the two of you, you feel maybe a little protective of your person or worried about them. And the two of you have a bond. What I'm seeing here, let me reference this card. Sorry, sometimes my thoughts move ahead of my ability to parse it out. So just take the downloads as I get them. So with this resilience card, we see a heart broken in two. And what this represents to me regarding your connection is that the state of your connection right now isn't what it used to be. It's broken. It's separated. It's in pain. But you are encased in this bond still. So even though it seems like the 3D world, things are not as they should be, or there's a divide or maybe a no contact going on, there's still this meta kind of spiritual context connecting the two of you that is holding you even though the temporary experience is separation and hurt. And this may be a romantic connection, I'm not sure. So it's a general reading, so for some of you it might be. But I'm also getting a very strong friendship vibe or familial relationship. And this doesn't mean if it was a romantic partner or is a romantic partner, that can apply too. You can still have a friendship bond at the base of a romantic relationship. In fact, most do. But I'm getting a very strong maybe bond that you've known this person for a long time, or feel some type of protective energy, as I mentioned before. And your relationship didn't always look broken. It didn't always look divided. And you're almost like mourning. It feels like your person, like you are in a good spot, but there's a piece of your heart missing. And your person, what I'm sensing is that they feel the freedom to be a bit more mischievous, to be a little bit more carefree and curious, because in the background of their mind, like you are there, if that makes any sense. I have some tarot representing you and then representing your person. Let's get into that. Let me move this up. Okay, so for you, I have the Six of Cups. I have the Nine of Swords. And we have King of Swords in reverse. And this is being clarified by the Blessed card. For your person, we have the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And their clarifying oracle is deep knowing. Okay. So let's start with you, frog person. That's what I'm going to refer to you as, frog person. So the Six of Cups here shows me that the strong bond I was talking about, yeah, it's definitely related to a soul connection. And earlier I was picking up on this, and I want to relay this message from Spirit, is that the bond you share with your person reminds me of like two kids lying in a field looking up the clouds and just like seeing the shapes in the clouds. And it's a very simple life pleasure, but the fact that you guys shared it together made it exciting. Like with this person, I feel like you guys shared a close bond that was between you that made the world seem like it was in color, or like this person saw the world like you saw it. And it seems like maybe you're feeling anxiety or like you're worried about this person. Because they're not you're doing great right now, and it seems like they're maybe in a tougher spot. You see with like this Four of Pentacles here, I think that they are struggling a bit more than you are currently in the 3D, or they're struggling to get where they want to be, or I see some type of challenge like in a practical way for your person, where maybe like they're resorting to things that they wouldn't do otherwise, or they're like coping in ways that they wouldn't normally cope. And with you being blessed, it seems like there's maybe like not a guilt for having what you have or for being in the great place that you've come to, but like a sadness that this person isn't currently sharing that, or like experiencing that too, or like that they're not in a great spot. And like this is just like a comfort to you. I want you to know, like, even though your person is struggling maybe in the 3D, or like not showing up as you remember them in your bond, or like the best of what you knew about them before, this encasement of your connection still is with this person. And deep down, it's a part of who they are, even if they're not showing it to you. Even if they're not, everyone goes on their own journey. And I'm sensing that your person is just on a different path right now, but the things that connected you in the first place are still in your connection. And I feel a heavy sense that you carry a lot of pain for your person. And this is just an encouragement for you to rest in the good things about this connection, the energies behind the connection that made it even come to be, that made you close to begin with, and focus on that rather than the mourning of what looks different now, because that's going to help your person out more than worrying about them. Like if you think on this, like, you're in a great spot, you're in a very spiritual spot, and it seems like you're a pretty spiritually evolved person. And so I just want to encourage you, like I said, to feed the positive thought wolf and not the negative thought wolf regarding your person, because if this person is struggling, like, it always feels better to have someone who is holding on, like, hope for you rather than being worried about you. Someone who's always rooting for you to pull through. And don't let whatever's going on with your person dim your light, or dim your energy, or dim, like, what's golden for you, because no amount of limiting yourself is going to prop this person up. But you can stay strong in those positive things, because what I feel like is energetically, that gives this person strength. Like, when you're strong energetically, what I get is, like, it strengthens the safety net for your person. And each of us are responsible for our own journeys, but at the same time, we are connected. And with this resilience card here at the center of your reading, it seems like maybe a separation is just, like, necessary right now, but it's a part of something bigger that you guys are a part of. And the heart will mend. And in the meantime, holding on to that bond, regardless of the 3D outcome, is going to make your capability for love and the relationship, or any potential relationship future between you two, stronger. I'm going to pull some of these hidden truth oracles for messages that your person would want you to know right now, or what's on their mind. Okay, pile number 1. What does your person want you to know? I feel you, even though we are apart. Yeah, you guys definitely, your energies are connected. They know, like, I feel like they almost put you on a pedestal. Like, they really admire you. And I think that maybe your person doesn't have the same type of, like, self-respect or belief in themselves as they do in you. but like when they can sense you. Like I think you help keep them strong. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Spirit, what does pile number one's person want them to know? I am becoming a better person. Yes. They're working hard through whatever, I don't know if it's karma or challenge, they're working hard to be a better person, to show up, to build back that bond you two share. One more. I knew exactly what I was doing. And you guys know better than I regarding the context of some of these. I wonder, for some of you, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I wonder if for some of you, I know I had mentioned some poor coping skills. I don't know if there's addiction going on or something like, that's harmful. But for some of you, it seems like your person is working through, like I said, the challenges, and they feel a lot of guilt about it. I will wait for a sign from you. I think what I get is that your person is looking for hope. And in their minds, you are like I mentioned before, you are something they admire. But I don't think they're ready to face you yet because they don't feel proud of themselves yet. And I think they think back to that time where you two were really close and don't want to show up until they're, I got the word clean, but like I said, that's not for everybody, until they feel good enough to be by you or with you. Whew. And I just want you to know, pile number one, that you should be really proud of yourself and hold space at the table for your person in a loving, energetic sense, but not limit yourself or minimize your happiness or success because you feel guilty, like you're leaving this person behind, because you're not. I feel like you're being called to move forward in ways that honor the energies that keep you bonded to begin with. And energies of love and lightness and loyalty and inspiration and imagination, and all of those things are what brings relationships together and what creates life. And I think that's what you should lean into based on this reading right now. And that leaning into those light things helps everyone around you. This person or not, like it's just like a light radiating into darkness. And that is a special gift. And you deserve a life that embodies that for yourself and that you can feel it too. Because you're allowed to feel it. You're not just responsible for everyone else. You're allowed to experience the benefits of it because it's good. And there's enough of it to go around. There's plenty of it. There's not a shortage of it. So I hope this reading helped you today. Please leave a comment and let me know if it resonated. That really helps out. I am a beginning channel, and Spirit comes through sometimes really specifically, and so I know it won't resonate with everybody. But yeah, I'd love to hear if it did, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and that you move forward with a little bit more encouragement and just spirit and knowledge that lets you know that the universe is here with you and there are signs and messages for everyone to help them through and to get to the next step. And I appreciate you viewing it. So wish you the best of luck, guys. Thanks. Hi there, pile number 2. Welcome to this reading about the current energies of your connection between you and your chosen person. I have pre-shuffled some animal oracle cards that will represent you and your person, and then the energies between you, and then I'll get into some tarot for clarification, and then also some use of the Hidden Truth Oracle to help deliver any messages that your person might want you to know that they aren't saying out loud. So for you, on the left, you're being represented by the ladybug and the sweet pea, which is for happiness. Lucky you. And then on the right, we have the finch and the peach, which is romance, representing your person. Wow. Just right then and there. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, and so the middle energy between you two is authenticity. Guys, I'm like kind of blown away. This is like such beautiful, like pure, like amazing energy. So give me a second and I'm gonna just have a moment of silence really quick so I can tune into the context that Spirit wants me to provide. Okay, pile number 2. So let's go ahead and start with you over here, ladybug and sweet pea. So what I get from you is a pure energy of you just being yourself or in your element, and a very like innocent, I'm getting like not innocent in a way where you're ignorant, but innocent in a way that you're just being naturally radiant is kind of what I get, or at least that's how your person sees you. Your person being represented by the finch and the peach, these both seem like they fit in a universe together. And the first thing that came to mind, this is kind of strange, but the first thing that came to mind is that I imagine like maybe in another universe, the bird would be trying to eat the bug like in a tree or something. But what I get is that your person has been like, has an eye on you, has been keeping an eye on you. And I'm getting a very, very like, he's being represented, or they, I shouldn't say he, they're being represented by romance. And I feel like they've been watching you and just seeing you shine as yourself. And it seems like your person likes you for who you are. Like they genuinely appreciate you for who you are and thinks like your looks, your mind, like the way you live, or like your, I want to say like your style, who you are, they love it. And I feel like your person to you, like this is someone that I think is like, you think maybe they're really handsome. I think it's someone that a lot of people like or is popular. Like you both seem like catches. But what makes it special is that even though you two are both like definite catches and like a lot of people would be lucky to be with you, the thing that really makes your connection strong is the sincerity. Like sometimes you see people that are like, oh, he's cute, she's cute, but there's not much to it that like makes you special be on someone else who's cute, you know, like you just happen to be somewhere at the same time. Like, I feel like it could have been that way, but between the two of you, like, there is a strong, sincere connection. And that you guys appreciate each other really for who you are, not just all the glitter and gold on the outside. Because I get the sense that both of you guys on the outside are likable people or charismatic. You might be a little bit more introverted than your person. I'm getting the sense that you maybe are like a little less outgoing, and your person is a little bit more loud or exciting, or like a joke, like someone who's a little bit puts themselves out more. And maybe that has turned you off in the past, like a showy person, but this person's different. Like, even though they present like a lot of people that you maybe wouldn't go for, you sense like the goodness in their heart that lets you put your guard down or lets you pay attention. Like, not just like some other guy that's like, I'm sorry, I don't know what, there's a strong male energy here. So excuse me, your person doesn't have to be male or female. Take it as like, you know, if that comes out, please just apply it as, you know, is fit for whatever your person identifies as. And your person doesn't have trouble like in the romantic department is kind of what I get. But what makes you different is your need to not be the center of attention. It seems like they like that you're like just beautiful, and it's like almost like you don't even realize it. And they're really attracted to that. So if this resonated with you, let me know, and let's get into the tarot. So for you, you're being represented with the King of Pentacles below. We have the Knight of Pentacles upright. And the Ten of Wands. And the clarifier for you is flexible. For your person, we have the Hanged Woman in reverse. The Ace of Wands. That was supposed to be regular. And we have the Queen of Cups. And we have Yang energy. Yeah, there really was like a masculine energy to your person. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with you. You know what, I'm actually feeling called to read this as one thing, the connection, and not you guys separately. So thanks for being flexible with me, because I'm just gonna go based on what I feel like Spirit is telling me is most relevant, or is gonna, you know, make the most sense to the most people. Okay, so what I'm getting between you guys is that you guys are both coming from a spot where you could have been burnt in the past by other partners, and you both are a little weary of letting your guards down or having having each other be in your lives in a practical sense. Like, this might be romantic, but I don't see how this actually is going to work out in the 3D, or like sharing your house with somebody, or like figuring out work schedules. It seems like there's some sort of like you're coming out of a spot where you were worried or are worried about the practical nature and how that's going to, like, being able to steadily rely on another person in your life in a way that doesn't mess up your flow and the current, like, stability that you have. But at the same time, it seems like there's a possibility with this Knight of Pentacles energy for this connection. It might take time, but for this connection to grow stronger, or for the stability or the practical elements of a romantic relationship with someone, like, maybe it won't be overnight that you guys will be in a rhythm together, or would want to, like, particularly, like, combine finances in the future, or kind of put both of your separate practical roles into one thing together. Like, it seems like you're working on it, or there's totally room for that to be, like, a positive thing for both of you. But right now it seems daunting is what I get. Like, the idea of putting your guys' lives together seems really, really daunting. However, you can't deny, like, this spark between you. And even though all this practical stuff doesn't seem like it works, what keeps you going and what's really strong in your connection is the emotional connection, and, like, there's definitely a passionate connection between the two of you. The spark there is, like, undeniable in this connection. And so it seems like if you can follow the good of this connection, then the other things might take time to work themselves out. The practicalities behind what it means to be with another person will take more time to work themselves out, but it is possible. Because there's enough in your connection. There's, like, a deep romantic energy here and passionate energy here. But it seems like you guys are just working out what that looks like in your actual 3D world. I'm going to pull a clarifying tarot, one for you and then one for your person, before we get into the hidden oracle messages. Okay, so for you, I get the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something to do with your work. Maybe you work with this person and you're worried kind of about that messing up, like, your bag, essentially. And then for your person, we have Justice in reverse. So something seems like it's not an even, it's almost like a very Two of Pentacles between you. Whatever is going on in the practical world between you, like, I don't know if one of you guys is asking the other to, like, move closer to you, or you guys are worried about, like, something as simple as rent, or you're worried about working at the same place, or you're worried about money, but something on the practical end is what's tripping you up. But what keeps you going is, like, this is a connection that neither of you have experienced before. And, like, it seems like on the romantic side, it's like your perfect person, but there's something going on in the 3D that is stopping it from being, like, fully embodied, like, that you guys are currently, you're both holding back a little bit or worried about something. I'm not exactly sure why. Let's see what your person has to say. Maybe we'll find some clarification. So what does pile number 2's person want pile 2 to know? I lost myself for a little while. Spirit, what does pile number 2's person want them to know? I wish I could share my good news with you. I will wait for a sign from you. Oh, okay, this one wanted to come out. I remember every detail of that day. Okay, sorry guys, there's some weird camera trouble. We're back. Let's get your last message. All right, last message for pile number 2. All right, hopped right out for me. This is, it was my fault, but I blamed you. So maybe there was some confrontation or an argument regarding finances between you, or maybe it was an argument about talking about the future. This person is feeling regret for how they approached you about working through a difficulty, because both of you know how much you appreciate each other. And I feel like your person almost feels like it's too good to be true, and maybe you do as well. And when some regular everyday life things come up, maybe that's where you guys catch roadblocks. But this person is learning and they want to do better. They don't want to lose you over silly things. They want to work through the everyday grind with you. That's a part of having a strong partnership, and they realize that. I'm going to go ahead and get you some encouraging messages. What should pile number 2 know? What are some acknowledgments and encouragements from Spirit that maybe they can meditate on today, or can keep in mind moving forward? What is something that you want them to know, Spirit? A few messages for pile number 2 regarding this connection. Okay. All right. This says, I am courageous and I stand up for myself. And a question you can ask yourself is, what is the most courageous thing I've ever done? How do I show courage in everyday life? So, I am courageous, I stand up for myself. And let's get you one more. What will help you moving forward through this connection? What will help you in your spiritual path? Okay. I am in control. What am I in control of in this moment? If I could do anything, what would it be? I am in control. Yeah, so pile number Pile number 2, I would just encourage you to try to be true to yourself. And be encouraged that the difficult thing, whatever you and your person are going through, or whatever you are going through related to practicality, just be encouraged that it's just a challenge and it's not a permanent roadblock. And this is just something that will make you stronger as an individual, and hopefully will refine the connection to make it truly the purest version of what you're looking for. So I really hope that was helpful for you, pile 2. Thank you for visiting the video. I hope it was useful, and please let me know any relevant comments, or if this was on par for what you're going through. That would be really helpful as I'm starting out this channel, and I just want to get to know you guys better. So I appreciate you guys, and best of luck. Hey there, pile 3. So let's get started in reading what's currently going on in your connection. I'm going to start out with 2 woodland oracle decks. You will be represented by one animal, and your person will be as well. And we'll figure out the connecting energies between you. So, you over here on the left are being represented as the mouse and the buttercup, with innocence being its overarching energy. Let's sweet. And your person is being represented as the lizard and the pitcher plant, as stagnation. Okay. And the connecting energy is discomfort. Right, pile 3. Let me just meditate for a second so I can get the proper context for your reading moving forward and get the messages that you need to you. Okay. So, what first comes to mind, pile number 3, is the differences in where each of you are at in context of your relationship to each other. You might be trying to prefer your person and being really flexible. And I get the sense that you don't ask for too much from your person. And from what I'm getting from your person's card over here is that they may not be sure what they want. And I'm getting the sense that they're in a state of maybe dealing with some mental health regarding depression or apathy. And you are trying to be supportive, but it seems like you're in a really good energy. And with innocence, this may not be for all of you because this is a general reading, but you may not want to be the bad guy in having some clear standards regarding what you're willing or how long you're willing to wait for this connection to become what you're hoping it will become. And maybe your person is a little bit more jaded than you. A little bit more difficult to read is what I'm getting. Like they're not always upfront about with their feelings. And it seems like you've had a long rope for a while. I want to go ahead and get some tarot to clarify what's going on. Okay, so for you, we have the High Priestess in reverse. We have the Two of Cups in reverse. And we have the Emperor reversed. That is, in your person, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Make sure you can see all of this. Okay. Strength and Death. You're being clarified with Chop Wood. And your person's tarot is being clarified with New Life. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with your person. So currently in your connection, it seems like your person on the outside is not being forthright about where they're truly at, because you've been waiting patiently and you're so good. And I don't know if your person, maybe they're coming out of a relationship or of a divorce for some of you. But what I really am getting from your person is that they're really, like I said before, they're at a place of apathy. They're really discovering who they are. And I don't feel like your person right now, they seem like they're not ready for a commitment to somebody else. They're in a very singular energy is what I'm picking up on. And it's kind of unfair because it seems like you've been putting yourself out there for this person. You really care about your person, and it seems like they're not treating you with the same respect. And pile number 3, you deserve it. Like, you've been holding down your fort, you've been doing what you need to do, you've been showing up, and they're just not being this emperor that you need. They're not being the counterpart you need. And it seems like you, with this High Priestess in reverse, I think you've been giving your person the benefit of the doubt because you really, really care about them. But as I said before, they're in a really independent energy right now. And maybe they've been kind of throwing you bones or saying certain things enough to keep you around, but they're not committing. And that breaks my heart for you, pile number 3, because you have the heart where you're ready. And I get this sense that in some ways, you might look up to this person. And this person is not appreciating your sincerity. They're not appreciating your true sweetness. They're too blinded right now by the weight of the pain or I feel like a cynicism coming from your person. And they're not appreciating the same things that you are. And you're coming to the point where you're fed up. You don't want to break it off, but you know something's not right. And your person at this time is going through a really rapid life change, is what I'm getting, or an internal change. Things are looking different for them. I'm going to get some more oracle cards. This is Wisdom of the Shadow. I'm going to get one for you. And for your person, I have a better idea of what's going on with your person, but I want to know a little bit more about how you're feeling right now going into this. All right, Spirit, pile number 3, can you give me messages for them? What does pile number 3 need to know? All right, soul care. Oh, beautiful. And your person, tenderness. Okay. You also have shame for your person. Okay. So I feel like you're learning more about your strength, and with this soul care card, I'm getting the sense that this connection right now, Spirit is asking you, this is an opportunity to learn more about honoring who you are in light of energies that may seem more dominant than you, or personalities, because you may be one to prefer other people or to be kind, but that does not make you weaker. In fact, there's so much more strength in saving space for other people than there is just from taking space from other people. And it's not wrong to take space. It's not weak to take space. But I think there's a strength in being able to hold space for someone else. But I think Spirit is asking you to honor yourself and to not give all your space away. Because you yourself, without a partner, are a powerful being. And this Spirit is calling you to recognize through whatever is going on with you and this person, the connection that you're asking about. It doesn't mean this person has to be out of your life and Spirit's saying oh, screw them. No, I'm saying that Spirit is saying this is an opportunity to realize something about yourself. This isn't an end-all be-all answer to the connection, but this is an opportunity, or kind of a red flag from Spirit, hey, by the way, while you're doing this, while you're thinking about this, have you thought about this? Have you thought about, maybe this is an opportunity for myself to really realize what I need? Because you're very, very giving. And I think maybe that's what has drawn you and this person together, because we have tenderness for your person and also shame. And same with this lizard card up here, that's kind of what I was getting. Your person is kind of hiding out right now. And you're safe. You make them feel safe. You're not threatening to them because they sense your sweet energy. And you are life-giving to them. They love that about you. It's healing. And at the same time, they're learning, because they're very, very critical of themselves. They're learning how to see life new again and how to feel free to be happy again. How to nurture that soft spot in their heart, because you're great at that. And it seems like they're still in the middle of working through a lot of things. I'm curious to know what they want to say to you right now. I want some clarification. So, Spirit, what does pile number 3's person want to say to pile number 3? Pile number 3 does deserve to know a little bit of what's going on, what's truly there, not just a facade, but really messages that are true. Here is, I know that I crossed the line with you. I wish I could share my good news with you. I look for you everywhere. Yeah, I really think that they almost are jealous of your ability to be good, is kind of what I hear. To just enjoy life. They look for that spirit. They look for you in those things. I'm so attracted to you. And what else do we have? Yes. Oh my gosh. I want to feel that way again. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. They're trying to find that. They're trying to find that for themselves so they can really show up 100%. They can't just feed off of you. They have to feel it themselves and then share it together. Just being near you is intoxicating. Yes, and one more. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. And at the bottom of the deck, it says, I hope that you can forgive me one day. So, pile number 3. After reading these cards, it seems like your person maybe had taken advantage of you in some way or hurt you. But I want you to know that they recognize, here's what it was. They know that you're a good thing. And they know that maybe they missed out on an opportunity with you because they didn't show up like they needed to. But they're in a time right now of healing. And they have a lot of wounds that need to be just addressed, and like they need rejuvenated and brought to life. And no amount of good that you are can do that for them. And I want to know what Spirit has for you moving forward. Some encouraging messages, because you deserve love. You deserve someone to show up 100% like you're showing up 100%. We have, for you to remember, I am proud of myself and my own achievements. And you can be asking yourself, what is my proudest achievement? And how can I remind myself of these things when I'm feeling discouraged? That's a good one. All right, what else, Spirit? What do you have for pile number 3? What does pile number 3 need to know? It's not their job to like me. It's my job. That's good. Question. This is very, wow. What are you most proud about of your life and why? Yes, I'm so proud of myself. And this is asking you to really think about the things that you've accomplished or something that you've done. It could be tiny, but something that makes you feel like you. Yes. Be your own hype man, because you're awesome. Listen, you are being represented by innocence. That doesn't mean little. That is like such a powerful gift right there. You know how many people can't carry that energy with them? Who become jaded, who become bitter. Like, this is like a shining flashlight in a dark forest. Like, good for you, pile number 3. I want to get one more affirming message for you. Unapologetic for my flaws and all. Yes. Do I forgive myself enough for mistakes? And what can I do to improve those things that I want to change? I think I'm getting the sense that maybe you base your self-image on how other people view you, or you're very sensitive to, and that's not a bad thing, but maybe that's the wrong word, sensitive, but you're aware of other people's opinions, and you value other people's expertises that maybe have like done certain things that you haven't done, or seem like really sure of themselves. And like smart people, you take into consideration the context, right? And I think you take into consideration other people's viewpoints. But sometimes I think you question yourself. And I feel like this is telling you, or asking you, to see yourself through your own eyes, through Spirit's eyes, and appreciate every little thing about you. There's not one right way to do things. There's not only good or only bad. What is helping you grow right now? What makes you feel you? What encourages life, right? What kind of life do you want to live? And I think Spirit's asking you to embody those things and just appreciate it. I hope this is really helpful for you, pile 3. I so enjoyed reading for you, and I honor your spirit because I really sense you have such a good heart, and I hope that this person, the person you're asking about, is able to heal and find that energy that they're looking for themselves, and that the right people are drawn to you that can show up in the same way that you show up consistently, because you deserve that. All right, pile number 3. Please let me know if this resonated for you, or if you have any questions or any comments about the reading. I'm brand new to YouTube, so any feedback is appreciated. And I wish you the best of luck, and thanks for visiting my channel. I hope it was helpful for you. All right, bye guys.